everybody to give us 2 minutes. We done podcast. We got special guest Sister Soldier keeping it real. All right, we got Big Jeff all commanded up.
Hey, now.
We got Dr. Rogers still picking the wrong team. And of course, we got our man Mike Washington. He is coming commando today. And we got the notorious ref to making sure we stay in line, Charles Kane. So hopefully we won't get any fouls thrown on us or red flags. All right. So challenges, that is, folks. So, we're going to go through the scores and highlights, folks. First off, the Commanders and Packers, Real Earth kind of hit a little bit there. Packers are real. The Bengals and Jaguars. Jaguars are still trying to figure out how they lost that one. Cowboys and Giants, 40-37. Cowboys, okay, they take a win. Oh, the Bears got stomped on. I'm surprised they got 21 points on us. But then we got the Rams, 33-19. Titans, Titans are Titans. Then we got the Patriots finally showing up against the Dolphins, 33-27. The 49ers, 26-21 in a tight game with the Aints. Then we got the Bills showing up. They're tough. Bills killed the Jets, 30-10. Seahawks, 31. Steelers, are they a joke or are they for real? 17. Browns, Ravens. They back to normal for the regular season. Then we got the Colts, the 41-17. Then we got the Colts against the Broncos. The Colts, surprising victory, 29-28. The Cardinals and Panthers. Cardinals still rolling, beating up on the lowly Panthers, 27-22. The Eagles, wow, in the game of the ex-Super Bowls that they had out there, 2017, got them in the Arrowhead Stadium. Then we got the Falcons and Vikings. Talking about real earth, the Falcons showed up. Vikings, well, they're still figuring it out, but that defense is for real. Then you got the Buccaneers, Texans, 20-19. Wow, Buccaneers, that was an exciting game. They saw that one. And Chargers, my man Harbaugh, 29, still doing his thing in the pros. For the 2 minutes, everybody's got 2 minutes here. I guess I went over the scores and some of the highlights, kind of skipped some of the scores because they were kind of snoozers. We're going to start off with Dr. Rogers. What did you see this week?
Well, I saw a lot of good football this week. I think it was very entertaining. I enjoyed all the one-hand catches. Quarterbacks was making some great tosses and throws. Russell Wilson, I have to give it to him. Russ was cooking. Unfortunately, it was against my boys, but thankfully we came out on top. But I do have to give Russ his props. Russ was cooking this weekend. And Cowboys, our defense was not the greatest this weekend. And I'm hoping that Jerry Jones went somewhere and cried over Micah Parsons because, I'm hoping that this opened his eyes to the truth. I mean, they were celebrating in Green Bay. They had big billboards. Thank you, Jerry, with Michael Parsons' face on it. Michael Parsons showed up and he did his thing. Micah might not still be with the Cowboys, but I'm still a Micah fan. I can't help it because he plays some good football. And finally, I just want to say, I do feel bad for the Redskins.
Hey. Now you gotta feel bad for us.
You let me finish my sentence. Give him a flag because last week when I butt in, you gave me one. I was gonna say I feel bad for Jaden Daniels. That's, I hate to see anybody get hurt, especially him. It gave me flashbacks to RG3.
Yes.
From 10 years ago, and I'm just hoping that Jaden will take his time, get well. Don't be trying to be back out there like RG3 did because that, kind of lasted short.
That was a bad situation.
It didn't work out well, so that's
Well, thank you for that, Charles. You're supposed to chastise the other guest, special guest, Mike Washington, for throwing in comments there on Dr. Rogers. How dare he?
We don't need nobody feeling sorry for our team. I don't feel sorry for nobody.
All right, the lamb games. Let's keep it moving. The lamb game. Let's go. It's gone. All right, we're going to go with Big Jeff. Big Jeff, what did you see this week?
Yeah, I saw a lot of interesting games. Starting with the Detroit Lions, that's what y'all are. Yeah, they came out roaring against the Bears. I mean, come on now. But I mean, they look like a college team. They really did. Now next week, I don't know, but this past week, yeah, they look good. Yeah, and speaking on Jaden Daniels real quick, yeah, you really don't have to feel sorry for him because we do have a backup quarterback. And talking about RG3, he's nothing like RG3. Okay. Um, Going on to the Cowboys. Oh my God. They got to win. It was the Giants. They had to score 40 points. They had to use a kicker to kick 65, 90. I don't know how many yards it was, but anyway, it was ridiculous. But it was funny too at the same time because I was rooting for Russell Wilson, but he is who he is. He threw the ball up in the air somewhere. I don't know who he was throwing the ball to, but gave y'all a break and y'all won the game. Kudos to the Cowboys. That's all I got to say right now.
All right, then we got Sister Soldier keeping it real. Sister Soldier, what did you see this week?
Look, fighting the power. I was like conspiracy theory. I think they put welcome baskets with cheese in it in the commanders' hotel rooms because they were a little constipated and a little sluggish. I think it was a cheese conspiracy. That's all I'm saying. Gave me deja vu of a Philly NFC championship game where I was like, this cannot be happening. It cannot be happening. And it did. And then they sent us packing with injuries back home. So I was feeling some kind of way about that. But hey, just the second game, come back, regroup. So, but the Cowboys, I have to give kudos to the Cowboys. They got to win, even though they said, like us, they won against the Giants. So I'm like, it was a real game, right? It wasn't AI, right? Because they said it wasn't a real game. It was a real game. We had a real game too. And congratulations to the Lions. Roar. Now you're going to be declawed for the rest of the season, but it's okay. It's all good.
Yeah,
That's all I have for now.
Yeah, with that last, we're gonna find out how the season goes. Like I said, they play the Baltimore Ravens. I'm gonna be interested. And last but not least, Mike, the big man Washington. What did you see this week, man?
I saw a lot. Speaking on our team, first of all, it's going to be the same thing this weekend. The Raiders are coming in on a short week. They played Thursday night. They exerted a lot of energy. It's going to be a short week for them. They're coming from the West Coast, so the 3 hours going to haunt them when it's game time because it's going to be like 10 o'clock in the morning for them, really. And although they do play at 10 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast, and it's gonna be like the same thing on the East Coast. Um, so we lost, important guys on both sides of the ball. We lost Dietrich Wise and we lost my man Eckler. And so, but it's funny, we got two guys we picked up already for them. One of them played with us already. Our defensive end was Jalen Holmes. He played last year, and he played good because he played in the playoffs. So I'm not worried about that. I don't know how he fits in our scheme or whatever the case may be. I don't know how much he's been getting to play with the first team. And then funny but surely they picked up a wide receiver instead of another running back because we had enough running backs already. So I'm glad that Rogers probably would get to play. Rosie, maybe he's some kin to you, Rodriguez. But anyway, but really though, I think we're gonna be all right. And they talking about, Jalen may and may not play. If it feels good, yeah, I mean, remember he's 20 something years old. You know what I mean? So they heal different than we do. So hopefully he does get to play. But if he doesn't, Marcus Mariota is the bomb. He could start on anybody's team in the NFL right now, and he happens to be on our team to back up Jalen. So it should be a pretty good game. And the only thing I had to say about the Dallas Cowboys is, not only do I wish we had y'all's linebacker, but now I wish we had y'all kicker. That boy is bad. It's funny if y'all heard his wife talked him into coming to the pros. He was sitting in the house looking at TV. She said, "Oh, you could kick the ball like that." And he went out and started practicing and got picked up by a pro team. That lets you know how good he is. That's crazy. So it's gonna be an interesting weekend though.
Well, folks, we do have a special moment here. and we have a common sense moment commentary by Sister Soldier. So, Sister Soldier, what is your common sense commentary that you're going to bring to us tonight?
Okay, so I am your common sense comedian. So my common sense commentary for this week is basically I'm trying to understand, how did Tom Brady wind up in the box at the Raiders game? Was that a conflict of interest to anybody but me? I'm just saying, just an observation. Another thing I'm trying to figure out is, did Dak spit at that game? Maybe that's why y'all won. He didn't spit at the beginning. He kept that sputum in his mouth. Just another observation. I'm just saying. I'm also trying to figure out, I thought I was going to go to sleep when the Commanders were, playing the Packers, like I did with the Ravens, and then wake up and there will be a miraculous turnaround of the score. And when I woke up and that didn't happen, I was a little upset. So I said, maybe I should have just stayed up and watched it all, but it was too painful. I was hoping for that miracle, that I would wake up and the score had reversed suddenly. That didn't happen. So, just saying, my commentary for this week is, let's see what happens. I definitely think Jaden needs to sit his own self down somewhere, rest your little heels. Don't be trying to be Superman. Let the other guy go out there and sweat a little bit and then come back stronger, next week. I'm just saying. So fight the power. We're going to see what happens this week. But yeah, that's my commentary. That's my little commentary.
Thank you for keeping it real, Sister Soldier there. So like I said, I know we come and fight the power. There we go. Keep it real. We fighting a lot of power this
Yes, we are.
Woohoo! But back to sports here. I think the thing that caught my attention though was, the Texans Buccaneers game. I thought that was, the defenses were really hitting hard. The offensive line, it was a dogfight. And I got to give it to them. You know what I'm saying? It was a great game. You know what I'm saying? It was a classic game. The old school game was there was a lot of stuff going on there. And there's a lot of running, a lot of throwing, a lot of hitting, a lot of tackling. But I'm really curious to see what's going to happen to the Texans. Are they going to get stronger, another 0-2 start, whatever? Or are they going to start fading? They are in a kind of weak division, but what are you guys' thoughts about that game?
Well,
No thoughts on it?
I thought it was a good game. I'm curious about the Texans as well. Hoping Stroud, I think he probably gonna go somewhere, find something, and come back strong. Push his team, elevate everybody. That's what they need at this point. Somebody that's going to elevate everybody so they can, get the act together and start playing a stronger game. So 0-2, they're going to have to, because my concern would be, whose head is on the chopping block if they don't, turn something around.
So, I also want to bring out, do you think the Colts are for real?
She the only one can respond to that question?
No.
Oh, okay,
You didn't respond fast enough, bro.
Okay. All right. You didn't say that anybody else have anything to say. Then we always getting flags. We should be to talk back and forth. It's a sports show. But anyway, so my thing is, it hurts me to say that Tampa Bay Buccaneers look good, but I give credit to their coach. Their coach is a great defensive coach. Their quarterback gets on my last nerve, but you give him time on the clock and he gonna move the ball. And so, he did what he's supposed to do. He's getting paid good money and he always shows up. I'm telling you right now, that dude is a trip. If he had a better attitude, I think I would like him. As an athlete, he's okay. As a person, but I think the Texans is gonna be all right. They ain't no worse than the Chiefs right now. The Chiefs are 0-2. So
yeah, but you got Patrick Mahomes though.
Yeah,
Mike, you got to understand Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? You got a chance with Patrick. Now, the Eagles are for real. They're a monster. Whether you like them or not, I know they're a monster this year, and they did win the Super Bowl. If they got their whole team, you in trouble. You know, unlike the Baltimore Ravens, they can be tough in the regular season, but then they just
Mm-hmm.
peter out on certain teams and stuff. They just got their number. But do you really think that the Colts are that good? That's the next question. Ooh, everybody's
Well,
quiet. They're 2-0. They
well,
beat the Broncos. Are they really that good, or is this like a false sense of hope?
well, you
I
know,
say false sense of hope, but we'll see.
I think moving that quarterback out of New York might have gave him some new life. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I mean, he's played 2 good games. Now I don't know how good the defenses have been against him these last 2 weeks, but I mean, gotta take a hat off to him. I mean, in my book I was calling him a scrub, but so he's in a different location right now. Hey man, I almost got to say I'm glad he ain't with the Giants right now. I mean, because I don't know if he went home and looked in the mirror and said, "Hey man, uh, don't ruin your career." And so he got another chance, and I guess he said, "Hey, Jesus, thank you for giving me another chance in the NFL because they don't come around like that."
Nope.
And unless you clear. But anyway,
Yeah.
so hey, he got that
Hmm.
opportunity and he's making good at it.
Yeah, he got a fresh start. So he playing like it, you know. I guess he trying to show the Giants that he had a offensive line over there.
Mm-hmm.
Give him some
Yep.
time, and he's showing what he can do because they thought he was washed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know we're
That's
coming
right.
up to the minute here, but this is the thing. This last question on this before we get to the 2-minute drill. The Jets and the Steelers. Hmm.
Hmm.
Two switching quarterbacks, two different teams. Are they really that bad?
Which one?
Don't matter. You take a pick. Don't take it. Take a pick. I mean, the Seahawks kind of put a old-fashioned butt whipping on the Steelers, and the
Yeah.
Jets looked like they didn't even show up. Their quarterback could bear. It's like
I just like seeing Rogers humble. I mean, that I just like seeing that. I don't know why. I
Has
I
that happened?
get a kick out of him being humbled. I don't know.
in
Has
my division. Yeah, I like seeing him humble because he used to beat us on all the time till we start beating on him. And he had to get out of there, but that's okay. That's enough of Lions stuff there on that one.
I feel
Well,
the same
he
way.
definitely
I'm glad.
wasn't humble last week.
That's
Exactly.
what I'm saying. Is he really humble?
Exactly.
We'll see.
I'm glad they got him out of Jordan Love's way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I think we got a little bit of time. What do you think, JJ McCarthy? This is going to be up and down. I think that defense for the Vikings is a beast.
Yeah.
That offense is going to be a little schizo this year till he gets some consistency. I think JJ McCarthy is a good quarterback,
Yes.
but this is real first year figuring out in the NFL, and these guys ain't playing.
No.
And they
No.
played the
He tried.
Falcons.
Flag on that. What is a real first year?
Uh-oh.
Well, he was hurt last year,
Mm-hmm.
so he couldn't play. And so, like I said, this year, this is his full year, and he's really playing his rookie year this
Mm-hmm.
year.
But if he was hurt last year, how did the previous quarterback play?
Well, he's on the bench right now.
Now, didn't they
But
trade him?
yeah, to the Falcons on the bench.
Okay.
Penix is
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
starting.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think the Falcons are keeping him on there for trade bait because they know one of them teams are going to be desperate enough to say, "Hey, can we get Kirk Cousins?"
Hmm.
Well, the
You think?
Falcons do. They have Kirk Cousins, and he played for both teams, the
Mm-hmm.
Vikings, and now he's with the Falcons. They played
Mm-hmm.
each other. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Question for the Lions.
Uh-oh.
Who is the offensive coordinator?
We're going to see by the end of the year if he's going to stay our offensive
Now, but
coordinator.
who is it?
He's offensive right now. He showed up for the Bears because we didn't want to lose to our former coordinator. And let's remember, the former Ben Johnson was our offensive coordinator playing these for the Bears, and he made a disparaging statement about our quarterback golf, saying pretty much, but John Morton, that's our guy right now. There's going to be a lot of up and down. We're going to see by the end. Like I said, we've seen this kind of thing happen before.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The Commanders kind of went through that, not necessarily with your offense, you know what I'm saying? But
Mm.
you had some changes too, and it makes a big difference when your coordinators leave or try a new scheme and stuff.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
we'll see how this year goes. It's going to be up and down. Hopefully, it stays up when you got a veteran team, but we'll see. But but we played against the Bears and Caleb Williams.
Exactly. The
One
crybaby.
game at a time.
You
Take
know
the
what I'm saying?
win.
We just gonna watch how this goes and stuff. Because like I said, that beat down in and it wasn't in Motown. Beat down in Motown. You hear that a whole lot. The last 10 years, but not lately. We're just gonna see how this works out. Like I said, anytime the Eagles found that out the hard way when they lost their coordinators, it showed. They still had the same team that went to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't even win a game in the playoffs.
Mm.
But they got better coordinators, and guess what? They won the Super Bowl. It looked like fairly easy when they
Mm-hmm.
had their team intact.
That does
Isn't
help.
it exciting to see games when you see two black head coaches going
Yeah,
against each other?
Yeah.
absolutely.
I
I
mean, you
was like
turn
this
on
the
the
whole
game
time.
and say black on black, black on, and it's so exciting,
It is.
Even though in Houston, my man is on the chopping block, although the offense is sorry, it is on the chopping block, but it's so good to see because he should get another head coaching job if he leaves
Absolutely.
out of Houston. So
He,
I'm
he,
I agree.
excited about black coaching rising. And I'm also excited about seeing, since our referee was on Eugene last week, you're starting to notice more black referees on the
Yeah.
field.
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
I think that's good
So
for this country, and I think it's good for the NFL. You know what I'm saying? To
Oh
get
yeah.
past the biasness, to get more transparent, and just get the
Oh
best
yeah.
qualified candidate. You know what I'm
And it's
saying?
not a DEI
Thank
kind
you.
of thing.
You can't say DEI because it's gone, folk. These guys earn their positions.
Okay.
Yep.
Hmm.
So I guess we got the 2 minute drill there, Charles. Who's gonna go on the 2 minute drill?
you got it, Todd.
All right, just like I was talking about the Lions, I think the Lions will see what happens this year. I think it's going to be just, we're just going to wait and see. I like the gel. It is against the Bears. We'll see what happens. I'm really nervous about the Packers. The Packers are gelling are they gelling too early? We'll see. Micah Parsons, are they figuring it out? Could they go to another level? We'll see. There's a lot of scary things with the Green Bay Packers right now. And like I said, I'm feeling for Mike Tomlin. They thought they got their quarterback. You should have got Shador. Back to the
Mm.
Browns. The beat down for the Browns. I
Mhm.
mean, yes, they played the Ravens. The Ravens do know Flacco very well, but they really need to start looking at Shador Sanders and get out of whatever they're thinking. Get out of this thought process of whatever you're trying to do, punish this poor kid. Let the man play.
Yes.
He's worthy enough to play. Okay, give the Gabriel opportunity, but however, I'm going to say Shador Sanders. There's other teams that could use him. Let that brother start. Let him have his chance. Okay, he's good for the
Yeah.
NFL, great for the league, and you know what I'm saying, they did that man wrong, and they need to stop doing that kind of stuff. But that's what I'll gotta say. Back over to you, Mike.
2 minute. Okay. Well, yeah, you're right. I think they should stop playing around. Shador gonna end up getting his day. I mean, they might wait until Flacco gets hurt, but he'll end up playing, and but it may be too late in the season. The offensive line might be banged up or whatever, but I hope not. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the kid can play. They know he can play. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but I'm not gonna worry about the Browns. Sunday, our team faces the Raiders. Raiders, mm, you know, they won their first game, and they had everybody thinking that they might be a different team. I like Gino, but Gino is Gino. Gino and Russell Wilson do the same thing. They're gonna
Yeah.
throw that ball away. If you get at them, they're gonna throw that ball away.
Mm-hmm.
And Gino gonna throw some interceptions this weekend. And I'm telling you right now, if they mess around and snub that young rookie that they got in their backfield because that boy's pretty bad, but he's still I think he's not I think he's still not not played to his full potential. And I'm hoping that he's gonna be tired Sunday, and that we'll be rested, and then also we'll be home, so we got the crowd behind us. So it should be interesting, what I mean, but I'm looking for us to be 2-1 after that game, and hopefully they'll score some points, to make it exciting, whatever the case may be. And I guess that's about it for me for the 2 minutes this week.
Well, folks, they got it right there. Before we get up, we're going to ask what everybody's going to be doing this weekend. Starting out with Big Jeff. What you doing this weekend, bro?
Same thing. Watch some football games, and that's about it.
That's about it. Sister Soldier, what you doing this weekend?
Oh man, I got a whole lot going on. So I have a gig out in Alexandria for a church that is rebuilding. So it's the rebuilding fundraiser. And then I'll be at a cookout that we'll be eating in. That should be interesting. So it's called a cookout, but we'll be eating in.
Yeah, cook in.
Why? Because
yeah.
All right,
and the weather's going to be nice.
In. All right.
Go figure.
Dr. Rogers, what you doing this weekend?
I'm going to be doctoring this weekend. And as in preparing for doctoring, let me say this. Earlier on the show, I said I feel bad. There's a difference in the word sorry and bad. I'm going into my doctor's bag right now. Sorry, I didn't say I felt sorry for anybody, but you can feel bad for somebody when they're going through something. So that's what I said. So this weekend, I'm going to be doctoring. I got some opportunities to do some counseling and some therapeutic play with some people. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm also looking forward to next weekend. I know I'm ahead of myself, but I got to say it.
Come on.
This is National Suicide Prevention and Awareness Month. So I'm trying to do my best and to advocate suicide prevention all month long. I do it all the time, but especially this month. So coming up, we've got a big symposium where we're teaching people how to overcome stress, anxiety, depression, all of those things. And you can live a life with joy when you live on purpose. So that's what I'm doing.
Whoa.
We want to.
You got a lot going on. I see that Dallas gonna have help.
All right, Dallas, calm her up. She's going
to Yeah, and make sure none of them commit suicide.
Last but not least,
is that who plays this weekend? The Bears. The Bears play the Cowboys this weekend.
Coming up with the Bears.
They got another W. Better not lose, because that's going to be some therapeutic right there.
If we lose, I'm not coming on the show next week.
I know that's right.
Because y'all are not going to grill me next week.
You're not going to grill. Yeah. If you lose to the Bears,
we got the
situation.
Yeah, well, that's when you use your talent as the doctor. That's when you need to come on that let them know how to handle.
Because
despair,
the world got to know that we can love our team without hating somebody else. There's enough hatred going on in the world. We shouldn't be hating even in a game of football.
Come on.
What do y'all play? What do y'all play this Sunday?
That's another one of my doctoral rants. So I ain't gonna do it.
Do you know what y'all play this Sunday?
Yeah,
I know why.
But now, Mike, what are you doing this weekend, man?
Rosie, do you know where y'all play at this weekend?
Oh.
Is it home or in Chicago?
I think we are. Let me think.
Yeah, Mike is trying to get his money together.
Oh, trying to get your parlays together?
No. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna say if y'all playing away, then y'all might have some problems. But if y'all playing at home, it's gonna be okay.
Oh, right. You got the fan.
And Jerry Jones
too. So, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we'll see what happens on that. Speaking of that, Mike, what you doing this weekend, sir?
This weekend I'm gonna be in Columbus, Ohio, at the Funny Bone, with Cheryl Underwood and Kyle Irby, the 19th and the 20th, and we got 2 shows both nights.
All right.
Well, we're rooting for you, but we're not rooting for the Buckeyes. For obvious reasons. I am not a Buckeye fan, for those you don't know. And we're going to leave out on that. And Buckeye fans, I hope you all lose.
That's great.
Before we throw a flag on me, anyway, we want to see you next time. Like, subscribe, share. Tell everybody about this podcast and stuff. Give us 2 minutes. We done. We out of here.